Test, 1, 2, 3. You okay too? It isn't. No, you don't. If I turn it up, then I got to decide to go without feedback. If you speak at the mic, we'll move it forward.
I hope so. It is. We're very, very happy about, obviously, the weather that's going to be done.
This is our second, third outdoor activity.
This has been a busy week for us. I mean, there's a lot of events going on. It's a great time. It's a fun time.
This is great. So after this is done,
Hey, Don. Good.
kind of meeting under the tent.
Yeah, there's starting at 2. This is where it really opens up. We're expecting about 50. So there are planned events. There's an educational event.
This is great.
Fun events for the kids and the family.
Very good. Okay, when we have an opening at 1 o'clock?
And I'm just going to wait maybe 1 or 2 more minutes and then we'll start.
Okay.
That's okay.
Yep.
Bless you.
I'm all shut up. I've got so many meds in me.
Take care. It's fine. Yeah, but we could always. Yeah, that's fine, Kath. Turn the heaters.
Good framing.
I wouldn't think that. Good afternoon. Can you hear me appropriately?
Some people tell me I have a big mouth, so I don't know how always to adjust the volume. But I am delighted to welcome you to our dedication ceremony this afternoon to dedicate our new emergency center named after Norma Ann Chapman. It's a beautiful day. Yesterday, Father Terry and I had a long conversation. I said, Father, you got to make this day almost perfect. Keep it dry, let the sun shine, winds may be okay, and warm up the temperatures a little bit. So he pretty much batted 1,000, and we're grateful. Bless you, Father. But we're, again, delighted to have you on a very, very special day at Geauga, because this is a day where we're celebrating community and we're celebrating success. In the long history of Geauga Regional Hospital, we've had numerous successes, and this is another example of reaching a milestone where we are very proud to share with you, our community, the great work that we're doing. This has been an eventful week for Geauga. A week of celebration, a week of success. We celebrated our EMS community, the great work that they do. They're part of our team, our organization. We certainly value them. Yesterday, we recognized over 250 wonderful volunteers and auxilians at Geauga Regional Hospital. Today, we are celebrating this beautiful new center and formally dedicating it. And in less than 24 hours, we're going to open a new spine and orthopedic center at Geauga. And if you don't think that's enough, just wait and see. There's a lot more being planned in the coming weeks and months. So today is a day of fun. It's a day of celebration. It's a day of education. It's a day of fellowship. It's a day for families in our community to just have a great afternoon with us. As we begin our program, this program of celebration, I'm going to have Father Terry Dowdle deliver the invocation. Father Terry.
Thank you, Mr. Frenchy. Let us pray. Heavenly Father, God of Abraham, God of Isaac, and God of Jacob, creator of earth, sea, and sky, we invoke your eternal, compassionate, and loving presence upon this enhanced and enlarged Department of Emergency Medicine. Give to all who serve here the gifts of caring, diagnosis, and treatment. Make us always worthy of our sacred trust to extend and restore life and health. Give us gratitude for personnel of the ground and air ambulance services, and all those other dedicated professionals upon whom the work done in this department depends. We ask all these things for the sake of your divine love. Amen.
Thanks, Father Terry. The Emergency Department project was very special and dear to our hearts, for it is the safety net of the communities that we serve. It's a service that so many people depend upon, more than 18,000 each year and growing. And we really felt the need, listening to the community and responding to the community's needs, to be able to grow our facility to meet those needs. Very consistent with our mission to cure, to restore, to educate, and to create healthy communities. I'm reminded of what George Bush frequently shares in some of his speeches and presentations, and he remarks that it's not about making promises that counts most, but it's about making good on those promises. So our promise and commitment to the community is keeping the quality of health care, patient-centered care, evolving in a very, very progressive manner. Dr. Zimmerman and Candice McGovern will detail a little bit about this wonderful place that we've created, but truly, it's no secret that it didn't happen by accident. It happened by a lot of people, their creativity, their persistence, their vision, all coming together to really develop a wonderful, wonderful product. And you'll be able to see this as you tour the facility today with us in terms of how we have designed this facility. Our special thanks to a lot of people, and they're almost too innumerable to mention, but it really is a team approach. Our medical team, our ED team, our facilities team, our business development team, all of these folks working together in unison to make such a wonderful outcome occur, and we're very, very, very grateful. I'm going to introduce Mr. Robert Farino, who is the chair of our board of directors, to share some of his insights. Bob has been a tremendous inspiration and a support for the growth and the evolutionary development of Geauga Regional Hospital. Bob?
Thank you, Rich. Needless to say, I'm very proud to be a part of Geauga Hospital. We have a spirit of excellence, and it's evident in everything we do. And I'm sure the emergency department is going to certainly meet everyone's expectation. At Geauga, we have a number of goal areas that we pursue. And I thought I'd spend a few minutes going through those goal areas because I think they're important and they put their imprint on everything we do. First is quality of care. We are dedicated towards providing care which has very positive outcomes. And you can compare Geauga with any hospital in the country or in the area or in the region, and we come up favorably in comparison to them. The second goal area that I want to mention is service. And service is going the extra mile. Our nurses certainly go the extra mile in taking care of the patients. When you walk into the hospital, you're greeted. People seem to want to help and be of service to you. And it's very important that we have that culture of service that we provide in everything we do. The third is financial performance. We certainly, as an institution, need to provide longevity to our stakeholders, to our employees, to the people we serve. We need to make some money to buy the latest and greatest equipment. We need to expand our expand into areas that are going to provide the best health care for the community. The fourth area is people, and without good, excellent people, you can't accomplish anything. And Rich works extra hard to make sure that the people that are part of the institution are the best that you can find. They have the capabilities, the skills, and they provide the backbone of the care that Geauga provides. And finally, the last goal area that we're involved with is growth. You either, as an organism, you either grow or you recede, and we need to keep up with the community. We need to provide the latest and greatest in technology and in facilities and services. So it's important that we grow and continue to grow, and over the years, Geauga has made remarkable strides in growth. That's all I wanted to say. I just wanted to cover the goal areas because they're so important to us. Quality, service, financial performance, people, and growth. Thank you.
Thank you, Bob. Appreciate those very inspiring words. Another gentleman that really makes on a day-to-day basis things occur from a clinical standpoint, from an operational standpoint, along with the team, is Dr. Robert Zimmerman, Medical Director of the Emergency Center at Geauga. Bob has been with us for a number of years, and his insight and his planning to help us were very, very instrumental in really creating the kind of facility that we're very, very proud about. Bob?
"4 years ago, I was hired as an emergency physician to work at Geauga Regional Hospital.
I could see that the emergency department had a small physical plant. And if you had seen it, it wasn't very pretty either. One of the rooms was so small that it was difficult for the doctor and nurse to be in the room at the same time. Another area had 5 beds near each other, separated only by curtains. My former boss told me, "It doesn't look like much, but it's a great place to work." And he was right. The nurses, techs, paramedics, and physicians were all working together to help the community. I learned quickly that the people that come to the hospital are some of the nicest, friendliest people I've ever served. Within a very short time, I knew that I had found a new home and a place where I felt comfortable. I also knew that we needed to build a new, bigger emergency department to make it bigger and more comfortable place where, with larger rooms and necessary equipment, we could serve our population. When the hospital opened its women's center for obstetrics, my wife said to me, "Honey, someday the hospital will build you a new emergency department." I was hopeful, but doubtful. And it just goes to show you that my wife Nancy is a lot smarter than I am. After a long year filled with construction, loud banging, dust, blocked off rooms, and temporary walls, we have a brand new, beautiful, and functional emergency care center. I have a few people that I need to thank, for without their patience, dedication, and energy, I'm not sure we would have survived. First, to the nurses, techs, paramedics, secretaries, and physicians. In short, all the folks that work in the emergency department. Over this past year, you worked through difficult situations and you excelled. Second, to the hospital administration, Richard Frenchy, Terry Weaver, John Calderwood, and Candace McGovern. You had the vision to move ahead and put your energy and guidance into a place that really makes a difference. Thank you for your support. Third, to Norma N. Chapman, you had the foresight to give generously to the hospital and allowed us to build this incredible emergency care center with your financial gift. And fourth, and most importantly, thank you to the people of Geauga and surrounding counties. You were patient when we had only a few chairs in our waiting room, and you were understanding when you sat in our very small exam rooms waiting for your emergency care. Now we have a wonderful new place. The Norma N. Chapman Emergency Care Center has 20 private rooms. It is bright and cheery. It has specialized rooms for trauma care, for orthopedic care, for psychiatric care, and for pediatric care. We have an advanced EMS communication center with the ability to receive pre-hospital information from EMS crews. In short, we have everything we need to give the patients of Geauga and surrounding areas first-class emergency care in a comfortable, caring environment. Now we can concentrate on what we do best, care for our community. As Walt Disney once said, all our dreams can come true if we have the courage to pursue them. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. A person that works so closely with Dr. Zimmerman and the team of nurses and other professionals in the emergency center is Candace McGovern. She's our nurse manager, has done a superb job in coordinating some very difficult phases of this project, working with the architects, working with the construction company to make this product a reality. Candace?
Good afternoon. Our emergency department staff has always worked to ensure that those who require our services get the utmost care and attention. Over the years, I've seen some literally heroic efforts in sometimes less than ideal working conditions. Our patients didn't always have the privacy they were entitled to. Noise from telephones, equipment alarms, and voices could be heard throughout the department by patients and their families. And our nursing staff have become very good at thinking on their feet. I joke about that because quite literally they rarely got a chance to sit in our little 4-seater nurses station. It took a concerted effort by a cast of hundreds over a period of about 18 months to complete this renovation. I would like to share my deep appreciation to the board members, Mr. Frenchy, Mrs. Weaver. They acknowledged the need for a new and improved emergency department and devoted many resources to that project. The Planning Committee, which was formed in the summer of 2004, really came up with a truly magnificent plan for the ED. It's functional, as Dr. Zimmerman said, and it's beautiful. I'd like to thank Mr. Calderwood for keeping the project moving as planned and his daily attention to detail. Turner Construction and their affiliates, with Kevin Ott as project manager, was a super group to work with. I truly appreciate Turner's contributions to a fantastic department. Each and every person who works in the emergency department should be commended for his or her ability to focus on excellent patient care while the jackhammers purred, the temporary walls were put up, which confined them even more than before. Supplies and equipment were constantly being relocated. I am quite certain that no other group could have been so flexible and understanding as my ER staff was. Of course, we are most grateful to the late Norma Chapman for her gift to our hospital. Without her generosity, this would never have been possible. Thank you.
Thanks, Candace. I mentioned earlier that part of our celebratory week focused on the EMS community. We are blessed in the greater Geauga region to have some wonderful, capable people, our emergency medical services people out there who work so closely with the hospital in helping to deliver care and saving lives and doing heroic things. They may not think that they are heroic each and every day, but they are, because we see what they do in the field, as it were. What they do is so critical and important in terms of the outcome of that patient who arrives at our emergency department. We're going to especially recognize the EMS squads today, and particularly the Squad of the Year. Dr. Robert Zimmerman is going to distinctively give that honor.
Today is a great day. Not only is it the grand opening celebration of the brand new Norma N. Chapman Emergency Care Center, it's also the day that we give out our first annual EMS Crew of the Year Award for the fire departments under our medical control. Thank you. We have just completed EMS Week 2006, a time when we attempt to let our friends and colleagues in the EMS world know how important they are and how thankful we are that they are there for us in our time of need. Now we will have an opportunity to recognize the crew that exemplifies everything that we strive for, to make a difference saving lives and improving the health of our community. Every day, firefighters, paramedics, EMTs, and intermediates give of their free time and risk their lives to help their community. At a moment's notice, they stop doing what they're doing and rush to help someone in need. They are trained to respond to any emergency, from car accidents to medical illness. They even go into dangerous situations, such as burning buildings, to rescue people. Who else would be so selfless and giving? Geauga Regional Hospital would like to recognize all of the hard work and time that is required of our pre-hospital partners. They are selfless folks who, like Geauga Hospital, do everything they can to save lives in the community. As the medical director of the Emergency Medical Services for Geauga Regional Hospital, I have the privilege of working with these fine men and women. Joanne Schmitz, the EMS coordinator for the community, and I spend our time interacting with Geauga and the surrounding community's finest pre-hospital providers. To determine the winner of this year's award, the fire chiefs in the area under our med control were asked to nominate their staff for a run in which the pre-hospital providers demonstrated outstanding bravery, clever thinking, or situations in which they made a difference for the person they were transporting. After careful review, the winning crew was selected. I'd like to tell you a little bit about the run in which the winning crew made a difference. And there's a saying in the EMS world, shock them into a rhythm that you actually know. And that's exactly what this crew did. They were called to help a person whose medical condition rapidly got worse. Using quick thinking and careful training, they were able to use their equipment to shock the patient back into a more normal heart rhythm and actually save his life. Thank you for making a difference for our community. On behalf of Richard Frenchy, Terry Weaver, Joanne Schmitz, and Geauga Regional Hospital, I would like to present this award, which is under here, for excellence in patient care to the 2006 Crew of the Year. Paramedic John Segu, Paramedic Angelo Picarillo, and EMT Basic John Samodi from the Munson Fire Department. want to say something? Yeah. Thank you for making us proud.
Thanks for this award. I also want to recognize two guys from Chardon that was on the call. Their name is Chris Kovach and Larry Batty. They helped us out a lot. Thanks. Thanks.
There will also be a plaque that we're going to put up in our EMS room recognizing them, so that every year we have an idea of who won. Thank you.
Thank you, Rob, and congratulations to our honorees this afternoon. There's very, very special people. As Rob mentioned, we're going to be doing this on an annual basis. It's really a privilege and an honor to recognize great people doing great work. They don't think they're extraordinary people. They think they're ordinary people doing ordinary work, but quite to the contrary. They're extraordinary people doing extraordinary work. This brings us to the final part of our program. And it's a very special part of the program because it gives us the great opportunity to recognize a remarkable woman in Geauga County. That woman is Norma N. Chapman. Mrs. Chapman was a lifelong resident of Geauga County. She passed away in the year 2000. She was a visionary leader, somewhat soft-spoken, but passionate in her belief about her community and about what that community could be. And she really rallied around her a number of energetic women. And wouldn't you know it, if you want a job done, you give that task to a group of women. And truly, that was the case of Norma Chapman and some of her colleagues. They recognized late in the 40s, long before Geauga Regional Hospital existed, that the county was going to grow and that it needed a hospital. It needed a growing healthcare facility to respond to the needs of the community. And from that emerged convincing a group of citizens that there should be a levy passed, that there should be a hospital formed. And in the early 50s, 1952 to be exact, Geauga Hospital Association was formed. The association, not the bricks and mortar, but the association. And from that, Mrs. Chapman and her colleagues tirelessly worked toward raising funds to build a new hospital, which did occur in 1959. We're so grateful to her and her generosity for her belief in the work that we do at Geauga Regional Hospital. She was a very generous person. Her philanthropy extended to many worthwhile causes in the community. She was involved in a great number of civic affairs that we certainly take great pride in, because that is the part that is so characteristic of the greater Geauga County area. Mrs. Chapman philanthropically gave UHHS Geauga Regional Hospital $2.2 million. That is the largest single gift in the history of the hospital, $2.2 million. And that is really the catalyst that enabled us to create and build and plan this great structure that we are dedicating today in her honor. It's only fitting and appropriate that the name of the emergency center at Geauga Regional Hospital is the Norma N. Chapman Emergency Center. We're very proud to do that. And we have Mrs. Chapman's presence in our lobby already. We are going to be unveiling a plaque in her honor, and I'd like to have Mrs. Rhodes come forward to help me unveil this plaque. Mrs. Rhodes was a lifetime friend of Mrs. Chapman, friend but really family as well. This is you probably can't see this, but this is Mrs. Chapman in her life, and we are going to prominently place this plaque in our lobby, so as our community comes to us to access quality health care, they're going to recognize that a very, very special lady in our community made this project happen. We're delighted to be able to, again, dedicate our emergency center to Mrs. Norma N. Chapman. At this point, there's always the ceremonial ribbon cutting. We're going to do that, and right afterward, we invite you to join us for a reception indoors. I know it's a little cool outdoors. This is a day of full activity under the tent, educational programs, inside screening health programs. So we do hope that you can share the afternoon with us. And thank you again for coming on this very, very special occasion. Mrs. Rhodes, would you join me along with Mr. Farino and Rob and Candace and Terry Weaver to do the ceremonial ribbon cutting? So we're balanced here, right? That work? Yeah. Drop that? Right?
Terry, come in.
Terry, oh, we're a little unbalanced again. Okay.
All right.
Ready? 1, 2, 3. Thank you, Robert. You're welcome. Appreciate your time. Oh, I'm supposed to. 1 second. I'm supposed to do something else here, I'm told. This is can't be mine. This is a, the gift is an award for the Quail Hollow, right, Kathy? And the recipient, the lucky winner, is Paul Terbersiak, T-E-R-N-O-B-A-C-Z. Is Paul with us? Well, Paul is still lucky. Thank you. Please join us inside.
I'm standing here with Nancy Rhodes, who was a lifelong friend of Norma Chapman. And Nancy, it's nice to see you here today. You did a nice job out there with helping unveil the plaque. How do you feel today?
I feel wonderful. I feel wonderful. Norma would be so pleased with how her gift was used.
Tell us about her. You spent many years with her. What kind of a person was she?
She was a fantastic woman. She was a giving woman. She was caring. She was funny. She just loved life. She loved people. She loved doing things for others. She's just a neat lady.
She was obviously very driven as well. This is a huge part of what she did was give the money for this development, and so not only liking life, but a driven person.
Yes, she was. She certainly was.
What other things did she do out there besides help out the hospital?
She did a great deal for the library. They funded the Bostwick room in the library that's used for meetings. She's kept that up in perpetuity after her death. She's left a legacy for that to be kept up. She gave to Heather Hill, left quite a lot of money for Heather Hill. That money was put into an endowment fund, and the interest that has been generated from that is being used for programs for the Alzheimer's unit people.
That's wonderful. I can't say enough about what the hospital staff has put on here today. I think they did a great job.
They certainly did. They certainly did. She didn't like notoriety, but I'm sure she'd be pleased with how her gift was used.
She sure got it today, and she's well deserved. Thanks for showing up today and helping out with the ceremony. Are you going to stick around and see some of the other activities?
For a little bit, yes. Mm-hmm.
It's a little chilly out there, but it's sunny.
The sun was shining.
The sun was shining, and that's all that counts. Nice to see you. Nice to meet you. And congratulations on behalf of Norma Chapman.
Thank you very much.
It's Nancy Rhodes, a lifelong friend of Norma Chapman, and we're going to stick around here a little longer and see some more activities taking place here at the new dedication of the Norma N. Chapman Emergency Center here at Jaga Regional Hospital.
the color on the wall, like a slate blue. I like it.
Now, in a normal, in the other, they're really sick. They don't usually like to lay on those beds. And then we have color coordinated emergency supplies based on the child's size and weight. So we can take blood pressures. This is a blood pressure cuff, believe it or not, on a prick sheet of paper, and then we go from there.
There you
So,
go. Wow. Nice.
we also have a trauma room. If the child is critical, we will move them into there.
And it's lock up meds right there, so you have access to it, or something?
No, the medications are actually here and all locked up here, and they're all based on weight and size. And we have a new this is just patient supplies, you know, gowns and sheets. And
Wonderful.
we have a new helicopter pad in.
I was there a couple months before that, and your name wasn't able to go. Yeah, because of the it was so bad. So I remember.
TV.
It's regular stations. No, regular TV stations.
The people who are sitting in the room can turn the channel.
Absolutely.
So you don't have to be bored.
No, you know what I mean? If you have, especially in this, you're writing for service or something of that nature, you've got a pastime. With the splints, everything being on the that's our spider set there, but everything is centrally located. Springs, nice. Right next to the X-ray. That's all the X-ray services, the X-ray, radiation.
I like the children's pediatrics.
Isn't that nice to have
it
with
seems
the
really good for the
videos and
kids.
stuff? And boy, does that come in handy because
Yeah.
they're not very patient.
Yeah, because they have games and things.
Yeah.
Snowmobile, isn't
They were so good. So we got kind of transparency. I don't
I want to sit down for treats, but no, because I'm tired. I'm waiting for it. I'm not
We don't want to do it soon. Good. Yeah, we're filling time up, so yeah. The weather's nice for you guys at least, huh? Thought it was gonna be. Well, it looks nice. I don't know if it is nice. That's how it's better than the rain. That's cool. I saw the guy with stills on out there.
Hopefully he'll be doing good.
Yeah.
He's a nice guy.
Smile.
He's got a big.
So we want to try it. Sheets or the
You too. How far we're going in? The popcorn's all under the big tent. With a big painting in case you decide you wanted to. Yeah, that's for the VIP part. Everybody else is booked
They turned the mic on.
All right. That's okay.
I'm the designated.
We just arrived in the
I saw your video.
They moved me down there. Oh. Gotcha. Yes. And since the first of the year, I've been assistant pastor on Sunday.
That active congregation is always needed more than one pastor.
Yeah. Well, now we got pastor and vicar, and of course I'm helping with the services on Sunday morning.
First, you gotta stay with us, buddy.
You guys say hello.
Fire? You sing fires? Yeah.
University 2 is up at Geneva currently. West 404. About 18 minutes en route. 1 plus 50.
When people will die.
That would be bad.
That would be bad. You ready to come out, sweetie?
Okay, dude, that does not look like I want to drive it. There's too many buttons there.
Sit right on here.
Still, like, slow, because, like,
Say go. They go from this hand to that. You ready? Point to one. Point to one. That one, you want to change your mind? You want to change your mind? Which one you want? That one right there? You want that one right there? Okay. Take this one, squeeze it really tight, and put your other hand on top. Nobody gets this from. Hang on to it really tight, just both hands. Both hands, and your fist inside. There you go, baby. I'm going to take this one. You got one, I've got one. I've got one, you got one. Open up in there, what you got? There's one and there's two. High five, man. Okay, now I'm gonna show you something.
No.
Go ahead. We're looking for September 1st.
Okay. 9-1. Why behind you? Oh, I didn't see him. Nope, there you go. Thank you.
Say hi.
That doesn't come out of there very well. You know.
My father. Taking your picture.